EMAF already has more than 20 years of experience and has established 7 mission bases along the coastline of Brazil. Now they want to expand their work in the north at the mouth of the Amazon River. They're building a mission base here in Afua. The land has already been acquired where the building will go. We saw that last week. But that's only half of the outreach. EMAF will use the ministry base as a stepping off point to go to outlying areas by boat. There are about 36,000 islanders living in the Mario cluster of islands who are in deep physical and spiritual need. EMAF already owns 2 large boats. I'm standing on one of them. The other is behind me. The plan for the ministry base in Afua is to retrofit these 2 boats to make them more suitable for taking teams of medical personnel and evangelists up the river. We're just getting ready to travel upriver now. Come along with me to find out what kind of needs there are.
Hidden along the riverbanks live small family groups of indigenous people, many of whom have never heard of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Nearly all of the communities are accessible only by boat. There are no roads. MEAP is the Portuguese name for the evangelical mission to assist fishermen. They have already begun work among these people. Today, an evangelical team is headed up the river to visit a small village. Visitors are rare in this area. The community gathers to greet the EMAF team. There are 5 households, all from the same extended family. The jungle is so thick and the river tide is so high that the only way to get from house to house is by canoe. They meet at one brother's house where they can all squeeze in. In the team today, there's Laercio, a young EMAF missionary stationed in Beliki. There's Senor Santana, a former mayor of Afua and his wife. And Felipe, the son of a pastor in Afua. The mission today is to build relationships with this small community.
Quem não quer ter uma vida melhor? Se eu perguntar assim, né? Como é o nome da senhora?
Audeleia.
Dona Audeleia, a senhora quer ter uma vida melhor? Lógico que quer, né?
It's not easy. The kids like the novelty of visitors, but the adults are wary.
Mas a gente veio justamente para mostrar para vocês que a maior necessidade do homem, Santana, às vezes não é só a comida, né, a roupa, mas tem a necessidade espiritual também. Todos nós precisamos buscar a Deus. Isso é importante.
The EMAF team prays for the families and soon finds out that this community has many physical needs. Ill and hungry people cannot take in the teaching. None of these children have ever seen a dentist. This boy is sick with fever. The baby is coming down with it too. The parents can paddle the long journey by canoe to Afua, but to see a doctor, they have to line up very early to get a number. Often, they return to the village without getting any medical help. What this village needs is a visit by a traveling doctor. Audeleia has 3 children living with her. 2 older ones are away in Afua, trying to make some money. She's 8 months pregnant. In this isolated place, with no prenatal care, that can be dangerous. But Audeleia has other problems too. Sanitation is non-existent. The outhouse is simply a hole to the water below. At high tide, the water rushes in under the house and washes everything into the river. It's the same river where Audeleia gets the drinking water for her family.
Nós pega essa água mesmo, só que a gente trata com cloro. Tratada com cloro.
This family needs a steady source of clean water to protect their health. Today, Audeleia has no food for lunch. Her littlest one is hungry, so she sends her older son out to catch fish. If he has no luck, the family must wait until her husband returns from the forest. He will kill this large rodent he caught in the jungle. The family raises pigs, but they can't afford to eat them. They are sold in Afua to get money for clothes and other supplies.
Nós comemos peixe, pega sem malhadeira, né? Camarão, caça quando vamos pro centro caçar, mato, caça, né? E a vez que a gente compra na cidade.
The children try again with shrimp traps.
Para comprar é assim, negócio de a gente amolecer assim uma coisa, esse negócio de meio-dia, a gente amolece para vender. Quando a gente pega assim um camarão, a gente vende.
There's no shrimp to sell today. The family has to be careful where they sell their produce so they are not cheated. They cannot read or write. Even the children can only write their names. The boys go by canoe to a jungle school, but this area is so isolated that school teachers are not supervised and may not even show up. The only way to teach people about Christ is by preaching.
Eu nasci na minha religião e vou morrer na minha religião.
Over the past few weeks, Audeleia has been listening to the gospel message. Laercio teaches with magic tricks and demonstrations.
Isso, nós vamos dar um nó aqui. Você vai pegar esse aqui. Nós ficamos livres. Entendeu? Somos livres. Isso, estamos aqui assim, ó.
Senior Santana follows up with Bible stories. Stories about Jesus casting out demons are easy for Brazilians to understand. The tyranny of the spirit world is never far away. Audeleia likes the idea of being free from the power of evil spirits, so she takes a big step. Audeleia becomes the first one from her village to respond to the preacher.
Ele veio sábado no culto, né? Aí ele fez na casa do meu irmão. Ele perguntou quem aceitava, né, também. Aí eu disse que eu aceitava. Aí eles começaram, né, lá com o negócio do culto. Aí ele disse que ele ia ficar vindo, todo final de semana ele vinha.
EMAF plans to bring health and dental care to isolated communities like this one. They want to demonstrate the love of Christ in word and deed, with spiritual and practical help.